Mechs are pretty cool. Nothing is as satisfying as seamlessly weaving in between buildings as you destroy the enemy with absolutely no collateral damage. And Phantom Brigade provides this perfectly. Welcome to the front line, our now occupied homeland, where we will wage a guerrilla war against the sinister enemy forces. Our mission is to liberate the provinces gradually, recruiting, equipping and deploying a squad of highly trained individuals to diverse war zones. Victory hinges on our ability to skillfully command our troops, ensuring efficient movement as I accidentally move my mechs into a crossfire. But unlike other strategy games, Phantom Brigade plays in a unique way. All orders will take place in a 5-second period, meaning you have to provide 5 seconds of orders beforehand, telling them where to move, who to shoot and when to ram themselves into the enemy. Battles are both cinematic and intense, leaving you uncertain of your success until you commit your troops to the battle and watch the chaos unfold. The world map serves as a backdrop to this chaos. Here is where you can view the current state of the resistance, strategically relocating your mobile headquarters to the many targets scattered around the world. And all the while you must maintain a level of secrecy, as if you are spotted, you will be pursued by their local forces, which can range from barely posing a threat to, in other cases, spelling the end of our little revolution. During the world map, events emerge, bearing positive or negative consequences, each with its associated cost. These events may disrupt your plans, especially when your crew decides to stargaze in the middle of a battle zone. Utilising the world map, you can also rally the local partisans against the oppressors, diverting the enemy's attention and facilitating province capture. Entering the battlefield with our chosen warriors, we focus on attacking a broken down convoy to secure valuable goods. Planning is essential, utilising our capabilities while avoiding overheating, which renders us vulnerable. We continue to strike the enemy, aggressively outflanking and dominating them, unloading a cacophony of weapons upon our targets until all targets are eliminated, allowing us to easily secure the target. After a victorious encounter, salvaging the battlefield becomes imperative, recovering gear from both friendly and enemy mechs. We must carefully choose items, deciding whether to dismantle for supplies or use the spoils of war to enhance our forces. Here in the hangar, we can use these captured supplies to customize all aspects of our mechs. Mechs can be tailored with heavy, medium and light armor, each affecting protection and mobility, not to mention a variety of other aspects which I haven't quite figured out. You can also decide what weapons to equip them with, bringing all matter of dangerous tools to the battle. Not to mention that you can customize the colour of your troops, giving them suitable camouflage for the battles ahead. During this time, I also work on constructing a new mech frame, which will allow me to deploy an additional freedom fighter. Using the supplies collected in a variety of ways, we can construct equipment in the workshop. This allows us to get exactly what we want without having to rely on the generosity of our enemies. But with that all done, we can move on to the next target. The damaged mechs will gradually repair themselves over the journey, ready for the next battle while consuming our mystery repair fluid. However, before we can reach our next target, we are intercepted by an enemy force, and unable to avoid it, we happily engage. Now equipped with 3 mechs, the enemy don't stand a chance. We advance upon the enemy, taking pot shots and easily taking out the first mech with our overwhelming firepower. Next, we swiftly take out the tank before torturing the poor crippled mech as it tries to fight back. We eliminate the reinforcements that desperately try to turn the tide of battle at the last moment, but their actions are in vain as we claim victory nonetheless. After circling the enemy base for a while as our mechs repair, we decide to attack a camp, an even tougher battle ahead. We must defeat all enemies along with their reinforcements, all the while having to wrangle with automated defences and claustrophobic surroundings. We advance upon the enemy using shields to cover our mechs. We defeat them with ease with little resistance before having to turn our attention back to the reinforcements. This tougher battle ended up being a far easier victory than I was expecting, and with that battle we liberate the province without much struggle at all. Of course, join the parade to celebrate our victory and remember the Mechs lost in battle, a worthy sacrifice. And with the province secured, we can turn to further improving our forces, equipping heavier and lighter weaponry, as well as beginning to research improvements for our mobile base, using supplies and components to improve our capabilities on the map, such as increased movement, additional mech slots, and a variety of ways to avoid combat altogether. There are a wide variety of weapons available which change how your mechs fight. All of these weapons ensure that battles can grow to be absolutely chaotic, as all matter of firepower is unleashed in a short 5-second period. An example of this chaos is when I decide to attack a fortified outpost, taking with me a force of great strength and numbers. This mission is simple: wipe out all enemy forces, a speciality of mine. I immediately unleash a cacophony of weaponry. I continue this assault as heavy machine guns and lasers rip through their defences, allowing lighter and more mobile mechs to clean up the rest. Now, some might say that simply levelling the battlefield with weaponry half the size of buildings is unfair and makes it too easy, but I say to that, I don't know, it's pretty cool, you know? Especially since having access to this overwhelming weaponry can come in handy, especially when we must aid the Home Guard, as when you are contesting a province, your allies will engage in battles which they will inevitably lose. At least they will if we don't interfere, aiding them with our firepower as we find a multitude of mechs engaging each other. These battles are important, as if they are lost too many times you will lose your chance to recapture the province. And so, supporting your force is important, and you will have to dangerously trek across the battlefield in order to stop these brave soldiers from getting themselves blown up, requiring you to dodge the endless enemy forces that litter the landscape. The game can be difficult. The enemy gets access to the same equipment you do, and as your game progresses you will continue to get outnumbered in every battle, with the enemy bringing greater and more dangerous weaponry. But the most enjoyable moments come from these times of intensity where it feels like the battle could go either way. Phantom Brigade is a fun, unique strategy game with satisfying combat and intense situations, letting you get those cinematic shots as you demolish half a suburban estate and run for your life. And with a variety of weapons and customization options, it has a lot of replayability, allowing you to employ alternative strategies whenever you feel like playing. And you should definitely pick it up because, you know, mechs are pretty cool. And with that, thank you for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Your support is greatly appreciated, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.